Hi everybody, I'm Nikki Corona from Corona Rolfing in Costa Mesa, California, and today I'm going to show you how to do standing on the tennis ball. So before I actually stand on it, I just want to teach you a couple things that are important. The placement of the ball is important, and what we're trying to do is really just create adaptability in the feet. That's what the tennis ball standing is about. One place you can put it is underneath your forefoot. Notice how the toes are able to roll around the front of the ball. That's important. You don't want to hold your toes up in the air. That's one spot. Another spot is here on the lateral arch, which is right in this area right here, to really unstick the cuboid from the rest of the bones. Using some big terms there, sorry, but that's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like from the side. Voila. And it'll look the same way when you're standing on the medial arch, but the difference is your focus is over here on the section of bones. And I'm going to show you what that looks like standing up. So here's what it looks like standing up. Okay, so the first place I'm going to put it is on my forefoot. And it doesn't matter which order you go with all of this. I'm just showing you my order, but it's not important to do it in this particular order. What is important though is when you're standing on the ball to make sure that your feet are pointed straight and they're directly underneath you, not hip width apart, but a little bit closer, more like sit bone width apart. That's important. And you stand on the ball, don't roll, just stand. And then I'm going to show you the lateral arch position that was over here, like that. Now, again, make sure your feet are lined up and they're nice and straight. And keep your knees straight as well. We want the compensation to happen in the hip. It's a shearing direction going on up in this area, and it's helping to open up the deep core of your spine and your intestines and your viscera in this area when you keep your knees straight. So this is another benefit to just standing on the ball. And then the medial arch inside here looks like that. And so these are just 3 suggestions on where to place the ball. You don't have to put them here. Typically what is a smart idea to do is to look for a place that's tender or tight. If it's tender, it means that it needs to be opened and it's not adaptable. Same thing with being tight. A last option I'd like to show you is how to open your calves with this, because a lot of times we have tight calves. So you go back to the forefoot position, the first position I showed you, and your heel will stay on the ground. It's kind of challenging to see my heel on the ground because I have such small little feet, but my heel's on the ground. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just do a knee bend, not a squat. So notice how my torso is not leaning forward. I'm staying upright. And I'm only able to bend my knees 3 or 4 inches. This is normal. This is what you want. It's giving me a 3-dimensional stretch in my calf. And I am not bouncing. I'm just hanging out and just letting my system change and feel the difference and just giving it time to have a positive reaction to what I'm doing. And that's it. That is standing on the tennis ball from Corona Rolfing in Costa Mesa, California. If you have any more questions, look at my website, coronarolfing.com.